Okay, today's session will discuss about the algorithm of an n-queen problem. So already I have explained you about what is a n-queen problem and how it works. So you will be having a n-queens, you need to put it into the, place it into the n cross n chessboard so that there will not be any horizontal attack, vertical attack, and there should not be any diagonal attack. But anyhow, you won't get any of the horizontal attack because ith queen will be placed in the ith row. First queen in the first and the second queen in the second, like that only we are going to place. So there will not be any horizontal attack, but the vertical or the diagonal attack may occur. So how to check for a vertical attack? Suppose if I am placing the q1 here, q2 here, there is a vertical attack. So already I told you while explaining this problem that, so what is your x of the k represent? It represent the column of kth queen. It represents the column of the kth queen. And what is your k represent kth queen? Remember these 2 points. So what is x of k represent? Which queen you are placing the k, which column you are placing the kth queen, that is represented with an x of k, and k represent what? Kth queen. So how to check whether there is a vertical attack or not? If I am placing the first queen in some column and second queen also in some column, if both are equal, means first queen I am placing in first column, second queen also I am placing in the first column, then there is a vertical attack. Suppose if I am placing here q3 and q4. So what is q3? What is the column where I have placing the third queen? That is in the which column? Fourth column. Where I am placing the fourth queen I am placing it in the fourth column. So now there is a vertical attack. So that is what we are checking here. So place is the function where you are checking whether there is any of the vertical attack is there or a horizontal attack is there. If any of the place is the function where you will be checking is there any of the horizontal vertical attack is there or any of the diagonal attack is there. So we saw that how to check for whether there is a vertical attack. If the x of the I is equal to x of the k, I is nothing but some queen and k is nothing but the some queen, I am checking whether the two different queens are placed in the same column or not. If they are placed in the same column, that is what I have written here. Okay, if they are placed in the same column, then it is nothing but the vertical attack. Now I will check for the diagonal attack. How the diagonal attack can occur. So assume that I am placing the q1 here and q2 here. Suppose if the x of the first queen, the column where I have placed, if this is this minus and where I am placing the second queen. Okay, so this is equal to 1. So that is nothing but 1 minus 2. Which queens? First queen and the second queen. So where is the first queen is placed? First column. Where is the second queen is placed? Second column. And ABS of this. ABS of this is equal to ABS of 1 minus 2 is, it is 1. Okay. So this is equal to 1. So this is also minus 1 and this is, so anyhow ABS if I will take it is 1 is equal to 1. There is a vertical attack. So got it. That is, a diagonal attack. So that is how you will check for the diagonal attack. Okay. Now I will consider these cases. Here also there is a diagonal attack. So how to check it for a diagonal attack? So I have to check which column third queen is placed, fourth. Which column fourth queen is placed, that is 3. This is equal to which queen, third and fourth. Third queen, fourth queen. Okay, so this is what, where the third queen is placed. Okay, minus where the fourth queen is placed. This is what, which queen, third queen and fourth queen. Okay, so this is 1, this is 1. When I will take the ABS value, so that will become 1. So there is a diagonal attack. There is a diagonal attack. Now I will consider this particular situation. I will place the q3 here. Here also there is a diagonal attack. So where is the second queen is placed? It is 2 minus third queen is in the third column. Okay. So which queens? Second queen and third queen, it is equal to 1. So there is a diagonal attack. So this is the condition where you will be unchecking. So same thing I have written here also. So it is x of I minus x of k. So where the ith queen is placed and where the kth queen is placed, and ABS of I minus means ith queen and the kth queen. So ith queen and the kth queen. If it is equal, okay, then I'll say that there is a diagonal attack. So this place is nothing but the function which will check that whether there is any of the vertical attack is there and any of the diagonal attack is there. So place is a function which will check only for the vertical attack and for the diagonal attack. So that is about a place. If there is any of the vertical attack R, this is R, or a vertical attack, then it will return the 0. Otherwise, if there is no attack, means I am placing the queen in a proper position, means that I can continue. That will return the 1, which will return the 1. Why this for loop is used means, so I need to check for all the previous queens also, whether there is any of the diagonal attack is there or an vertical attack is there. That's why this for loop will be used. So totally this entire place function will be used in order to check whether there is any of the vertical attack is there and any of the diagonal attacks are there or the not. Now I'll move on to your main algorithm. So in this main algorithm, what you are doing here is you will be calling the this is a function where you will be calculating the whether there is an vertical attack and there is an horizontal attack is there or not. Now you come to this particular main algorithm. So in the main algorithm, first what we are doing, first we are calling the that is an what is that, n queen of an the number of the queens that will be given. Now initially I'll take the k is equal to 1. K is equal to mean 1 means the first queen is selected. First queen is selected, but I have not inserted that one into any of the chessboard. Okay. So x of k is equal to 0 means I have not assigned the kth queen to any of the column. Any of the column. Our columns will start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and this is also 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that is queens. So here we will be placing the queens. Okay. First queen, second queen, like that. So k is equal to 1 means the first queen. Okay. I have selected the first queen but not at placed to the. So column 0. Column 0 is not there. Column 0 is not there. Okay. So I have selected it but not placed onto the any of the column. Next, while the k is greater than, what is my k? It is 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 1? Yes, 1 is greater than or equal to 1. Then what I will do, what is that while condition is doing? This while condition is checking whether the queen exists or not. So it is checking whether the queen exists or not. Yes, queen exists. What I will do, I will place the queen in the next column. So that is x of k is equal to an x of the k plus 1 means x of 1 is equal to an 0 plus 1. It is nothing but a 1. Means I am placing the queen in the first column. I am placing the x of the 1 is equal to 1 means I am placing the queen in the first column. After that one I am calling whether placing the queen so is leads to any of the vertical attack or a diagonal attack. Now initially there is only one queen is there. So you cannot have any diagonal attack or an vertical attack. So that is the reason we are calling this while loop. Now x of the k is less than or equal to n. So x of 1, what is that? So 1. 1 is less than or equal to the n. Means n means how many queens? That is n. Yes, x of the, that means we should not place the any of the queen in the fifth column. So that is the reason we are checking this one. Okay, then and not of the place. When I'll come to the place here, I'll come to this particular function As I told you that this is the one where you will be checking whether there is any diagonal attack or a vertical attack. If any of them is there, it will return the 0, otherwise it will return the, if attack is there, it returns 0, otherwise it will returns the 1. Now when I'll come here, what is my I value? 1. What is K value? 1. Is 1 is less than 1? No, 1 is not less than 1. Therefore, it will not go to this if condition. It automatically returns the 1. Why it is not going for this one? Because there is a single queen is there. So, that's why this condition will become false. You will not at all enter into this one. Directly you are returning 1. So, not of 1 is 0. Not of 1 is 0. Means this condition is false. While condition, if it is true, I'll move on to this. Otherwise, I'll directly come to this if condition. So, if this is true, I'll go and place the queen in the next column. If there is, this condition is false, means I'll come to if condition. So, if condition, if x of k, what is x of 1? 1. Because I am placing it in the first column. Is it is less than or equal to n? Yes. Then I'll come to this one. Is k is equal to n? What is this k is equal to n? Is it is a last queen I am checking. K is equal to n. Is it is a last queen? No, it is not a last queen. I'll come to the else part. Then I'll say k is equal to k plus plus. Means I am selecting now which queen? Second queen I am selecting. Which queen I am selecting? I am considering the second queen, k plus plus. You select the second queen, but don't place it into the any of the columns. So initially it will be an assigned to the 0. Means I have considered the second queen, but not yet placed onto the any of the column. Therefore it is 0. Now else will not be an executed. Now directly I will come back to this while loop. So while the k, what is my k? 2. Is 2 is greater than or equal to 1? Yes. Means queen exists? Yes. Then I will come here. Place the queen in the next column. So x of 2 is equal to, k value is 2, no? X of 2. What is my x of 2? We have initialized the x of 2 to the 0. So it is 0 plus 1, it is 1. Means I am trying to place the second queen in the first column. So x of 2 is equal to 1. Means I am placing the second queen in the first column. Now I will check, is there any attack is there or not? Yes, there is a vertical attack is there. So how to check that one? X of 2 is equal to 1. Is 1 is less than or equal to n? 1 is less than or equal to 4. Yes. I'll come to the place function. I'll call the place function. Now in the place function, when I'll come here, I is equal to 1. So I is equal to 1 and k is equal to how much? 2. Is 2 is greater than 1? Yes. Now I'll come. What is the column of the I is 1? I is how much? 1. So x of 1. What is the, where the first queen is placed? It is 1. So 1 is equal to x of 2. Where is the second queen is placed? Second queen is, as already I told you that x of I represent what? Where the ith queen has placed. The column, it represents the column where the kth queen or the ith queen is placed. Okay, that is x of I. So it is 1 is equal to and 1 because both the queens are placed in the same column. So there is which attack? There is an vertical attack is there. So if this or this or this means if any one is 1, obviously whatever it is, it will return what? It is true only. It is because R is there. So it is true. If condition is true, where what I will do? I am returning 0. Returning 0 means there is an vertical attack. So not of 0 is what? Not of 0 is 1. So not of 0 is 1. Anyhow, this is also true. This is also true. Both are true. When both are true, what I will do? I will place the second queen in the next column. Means I am trying to place it in the next. X of k means x of 2 is equal to, what was x of 2? It was 1 here. Okay. 1 plus 1 is 2. So I am placing the queen in the second column. Now again where I will go back to this only because it is a single statement while condition. So until unless this condition will become a false, I will be in this single statement while loop only. Therefore, again I'll come back to this one. Again I am checking what is my x of k. X of k is 2. Is 2 is less than or equal to 4? Yes, because I cannot place this one in the fifth column, no? So that is what we are checking it here. Now, again I'll call the place function. When I'll call the place function, which attack is there now? Diagonal attack. So which is the condition which is checking for a diagonal attack? This one. So what is my I value? 1. So where is the first queen is placed? First column. So 1 minus. Where is the second queen is placed? Second column. That is equal to, okay, I minus k. What is I? 1. I is 1. K is 2. So 1 minus 1. This is also 1. This is also 1. Okay, because it's a ABS. So negative will be considered as an positive. So it is 1 is equal to an 1. So it is 1 is equal to an 1 means there is an diagonal attack. So what is written? 0 is written. So when 0 is written, naught of 0 is 1. So this is true and this is also true. Again I will try to place the second queen in the next column. X of k is equal to x of k plus 1. So I am placing the queen in the second column. So it is placed in this. Okay, then again I will go back to the while loop. Again I will go back to the while loop. So now what is now x of k is equal to an x of the k plus 1. Again I will go back to this one while. So what is this one? So I will try to place the this one in the next column. Okay, you have placed it in the next column. Again I will go back to this. So now I will check whether the what is this one now? 3. Is 3 is less than or equal to 4? Yes. Again I will call the place function. Now are you having any of the attack? There is no vertical attack. There is no diagonal attack. So what is this function will return? It will return a 1. So naught of 1. Now it is 1. So naught of 1 is 0. So 0 and something is 0. Now this while condition will become false. Where I will come back? I will go back to the if condition. Now if is equal to x of k. What is x of k? Where I am placed now? 3. Is 3 is less than or equal to the 4? Yes. Again I will check is it the last queen? No. Because k is equal to 3 and n is equal to 4. So else will be executed. K plus plus. Now k is equal to 3 means I am considering the third queen now but not placed anywhere. So x of 3 will be equal to 0. I am considering the third queen but not placed in any of the column. So again where I will go back to this one. Is 3 is greater than? Yes. Yes, it is true. Then means what? There is queen exists or not we are checking. Then again I will come back to this one. So when I will come back to here, I will try to place the queen in the first column initially. So because x of k is how much now? X of 3 is 0. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So I will place it in the first column. Now I will check is there any attack is there. So yes, which attack? Vertical attack is there. So when I will call the place function, so this vertical attack will be there. Therefore, so because where I have placed the first queen? First column. Where I have placed the third queen? First column. So which one is equal to 1? So there is a vertical attack. So what I will do? So we will return the 0. So return 0 means naught of 0. So naught of 0 will become 1. So now both are true. Means I will place the queen in the next column. Q3 here. Now when I will come here, which attack will come? Diagonal attack will come. So again this will become naught of 0 is 1. Both are true. Therefore again I will try to place the queen in the next column. Again in this one vertical attack will come. So again it will return the 0. Naught of 0 is 1. So again this will be executed. I will try to place it in the fourth. Now again when I will call which attack is there. So there is a diagonal attack. So I cannot place the Q3 here, 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 here. So now when I will come back to this one. So when I will come back to this one, this will become a 5 because it is 4 no. So next iteration it will become a 5. It will become an 5. Fifth column. So this will become a true. Now I'll come back to this one. So here what is your x of the k you want to place? It is 5. Is 5 is less than or equal to the, here it is 5, no, I am trying to place it in the fifth one. That's why it has become a false now. I'll come here. What is x of k? 5. Is 5 is less than or equal to 4? This is 5 because I am placing it in the next position. So no. So what will be executed? So this will not be executed. Directly will come to the else part and it will become a k minus minus. So when I'll say k minus minus, so which queen it is? Now again it is a second queen. Means again I am considering the second queen. When I'll come to the second queen, where I have placed it? We have initially placed it in the third column. So else k minus minus will be executed. So I'll go back to the second queen. Again which one will be executed? When I'll go back. So here it will be executed. What is my k? 2. Is 2 is greater than? Yes. Then I'll come here. So what is my x of 2? X of 2 is how much now? X of 2 is 3. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Means I'll place the queen here. Okay. Now while x of k is 4. 4 is less than 4. Yes, it is true. Then I'll go to the, is there any attack is there? There is no attack. It will return the 1. So when I'll return the 1, so it is no attack, return 1, not of 1 is 0. So this will not be executed. Directly I'll come here. So what is x of k? So it is 4. Is 4 is less than or equal to 4? Yes. Then is it is the last one? I am checking. So k is how much? 2. Is 2 is equal to 4? No. Then else part will be executed. Take the next queen. Again the third queen will be considered and it will be assigned to the 0. Means that it is not placed in the any of the column. So if it is not placed in any of the column, again I will come back to this one. I will try to place the queen in this one, Q3 here. This will be incremented. Again I will check that there is any attack. Yes, the vertical attack will come. Again while loop will be executed. I will place the Q3 here. So when I will place the Q3 here, so again I will come back here. Any attack is there? No attack. Therefore I will come here. So now I am checking is it is the x of the 3 is how much? It is 3 is less than or equal to the 4. Then yes, I will come here. Is it is the last queen? No. So I will consider the next k plus plus. K plus plus means fourth queen I am considering. So x of the 4 I will consider. Fourth queen I am considering. And I am not placing it in any of the column. Now x of the k will be 0. Again I will come back to this. So what is my queen now? K value is 4. Is 4 is greater than or equal to 1? Yes, the queen exists. Then again I am checking that. What is this? I will place the queen in the first column, Q4. Which attack will come? Diagonal attack will come. So I will try to place the Q4. Again vertical attack. I will try to place here. No attack. Here also I cannot place it. What I will do? K minus minus. I will come where? I will go back to this K minus minus. K minus minus means again I will consider the which queen? Third queen. So what I will do? Where was my third queen? It was there in the second column. Now I will try to place it in the next column. Okay. Means I will try to place the Q3 here. So which attack? Diagonal attack. Now again I will try to place the Q3 here. Which attack? So vertical attack. Now I cannot place it here. So where I will come back? I will come back to this K minus minus. Means I will go back to the second queen. So second queen, no other options are there. So again I will come back to what? K minus minus. Again I will come back to the first queen. So where was my first queen? First column. Now it is incremented to the next column. Now Q1 I will place here. Q1 I will place here. Again I will come here. Here there will not be any of the attack because this is only the one queen here. So this condition will become false. Okay. Then again what I will do? I will come to the K plus plus. So again I will consider the second queen. Try to place it here. No, 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 yes. Okay. Then again come to the k plus plus. Try to place the queen 3 in this. Yes. Okay. Now k plus plus will become 4. Now try to place the q4 here. Yes. So all the conditions will be used. Now we'll come to this one and the display function will be uncalled. When I am calling the display function, what will be displayed? So what is the result of an n queen? So it is nothing but the solution vector which will contain the column numbers. First queen in the second column, second queen in the fourth column, third queen in the first column, fourth queen in the third column. So this is the solution vector. So when I'll call the display, this will be printed over there, and you will not come back to this. You will not come back to this once again, because already we got the solution and we are printing that one. So this is about the algorithm for an n queen problem. Okay, you go through this. Anyhow, this is not your lab program, but you may get this algorithm in the exam. So go through this n queen problem. Okay, thank you.